YouTube, welcome back to the channel. Greatly appreciate you clicking on the video today. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button, drop a like. It is greatly appreciated. We are here, pre-season of 2030. We are rolling in this series. I've really enjoyed the series. This is season 6 already. So we are the number 13 ranked team in the nation. We touched on kind of the roster very briefly in the last episode. We're going to wait for recruiting for probably week 0 just to kind of see what it's going to kind of go down to. So the biggest thing we need to do this week is look at our roster and look at our schedule. This schedule is kind of wild. The American jumps into 3 straight games, which is fine, right? Which is fine. We go to Tulsa, home against Rice, go to Virginia. Then we're at Iowa State. Then we are home against Northwestern. We're home against Purdue. We travel to Southern Miss. Then we have a bye week 8. Then we're at UTSA, at Arizona, at home against North Texas, at home against number 6 Oklahoma State. This is going to be a fun one. And then we are home to finish the year against Houston after a bye week 13. So, yes, we are way early in the schedule, but that is okay. I'd rather have that because then when the visits are ready, we have plenty of options to choose from. So, that's the schedule. Iowa State is in the next conference. Iowa State is 2 conferences away. UTSA is in the next conference. They actually moved up from the American last year. And then Oklahoma State is 2 conferences away. So remember, I try to build my schedule in my non-conference games 2 conferences up just to continue to work on playing these tougher games and really see where our team is. So here is the biggest decision I need to make. We have Garrison Nicholson. We have been getting highly touted quarterbacks into the program. But we always redshirt them and they never stay. His playing time is an A+. It needs to be a B. So I don't want to redshirt him. However, I don't want to lose a year of eligibility with him. So then that gives us the option of playing him. So if we look at the stats, right, he's an 80 compared to Chisholm, who is an 89, but he has +9 speed, plus, 7 throw power. His accuracies are very similar to Chrisman. So I don't know what I want to do. I'm not gonna lie to you. We might play him early and just kind of get a feel and kind of come up with a decision that way. So maybe we go with the 2-headed monster to start and just kind of see what happens. At the running back room, there's no doubt about who's number 1. We got Byard here. Our running back room is very slim. We lost a couple to the portal. We got a couple freshmen here that are ready to step in and play as well. Fullback wise, we don't have one. Our D tackle is playing that, so there's that. Receivers. Marcus Addison spent a lot of time last year hurt. He is up to a 90. He is pretty incredible. 91 catch, 93 catch in traffic, 98 spec catch, 99 short running, 95 mid running, deep running is a 92. Then you go to Nicholas Acho, 99 short running, 96 mid range, 98 deep route running. Catching is a little bit worse there, but still gonna do the job. We are pretty young here. We got sophomore, then senior, then sophomore, then senior. So we got a little bit of work to do there. Woodside is going to play. He's going to be our slot guy. Again, his catching is just as good as Acho, and I like Acho as well. So these guys are going to be really solid. Our route running should be really good. So we'll see how that all pans out. We do have tight ends now. Iwoma is a pure blocking tight end. We moved him from tackle. He does have 72 catching already. The issue is he has 62 speed. So he is going to end up being our third tight end. Drugsma is going to start. Bloom's going to come in. So the good thing is Uoso is a freshman. So maybe we can turn him into something down the line. Wagoner, 97 overall. Demorit right behind him as a sophomore at an 87. We have Regis at an 88. Meckery at an 84 behind him. We have Folkerts at an 84. We got Tuttle at an 84. Law, 83 behind him. 87 for Jones. Nothing really good behind him. We do have a true freshman down here at a 77 overall. So a little bit of something to look forward to. 89 for Bishop as a senior. 79 here for the left edge. We are really struggling at right edge. Playing right edge. But we should be okay there. Garrison manning the middle. Manuel Malata. He just hasn't really progressed much, but he plays way above what his overall is. So we're happy with these two in the middle. Sam, we have a 91 overall, 87 behind. Otis and Gaston are both 86s, so they're going to be playing a lot. Gaston is a star development as well. Will, we have an 89 as a junior in Donahue. Corners, we're going to be pretty suspect. I'm going to go ahead and put Lamar in here, mainly because he has 95 speed, right? We already have Delgado, who's 89 speed. We can't have more than that unless we play more than 3. Free safety, Brown at 90, and then Vaughn at an 84. So we got some guys, we got some depth, right? But it's just some of those things that we're not a 96 overall like it says we are. So that is kind of the squad. We're going to kind of roll with it. Some of the freshmen might get redshirted, but we will do that as we progress. Week 1, recruiting not going well, so we're just going to skip over that. Bunch of 5 stars already off the board. We just don't have the school grades right now. We don't have the pipelines. We just don't have a lot of stuff. Our coordinators are solid. We just don't have the pipelines with them. So we are here. We're ready to hop into the game against Tulsa. Offense gets the first look here of the season. We are in a 3rd and 8 situation on their side of the field. We'll see if we can make something happen here. On the run, horrible throw. Oh, I miss my Heisman quarterback, and it's the first throw of the year. So, oh boy. Sophomore kicker has plenty of leg. I didn't give it enough, though, did I? It did. Thank the Lord. All right, 3-0. Defense looks like it's going to be a problem for them today. The one thing is we have a bunch of really solid freshman receivers, but all of them have play style. So we need to be able to throw the ball a lot. As Byard gets stuffed in the goal line, we're going to go right back to him. He's going to find the end zone. Touchdown, Ball State. 10-0. Defense looking strong yet again. Well, they sustain a huge drive. We turn it over. All of a sudden, it's 14-10. Like, these are the things that can't happen. And they happen way too frequently. All right. He's really on a short leash now. Really on a short leash. He just has zero escapability, too. Oh, we're in it. And Humes is going to drop it. Pretty good placement there that time, but we just drop it. So we're going to go ahead and kick the field goal yet again. Kick is up. Kick is good. Drilling the hands of the All-State. And we are still down. And the defense is struggling now. So we got to find a way to get them off the field here. They're going to go a little RPO, juke us out twice. We were flying in there on their quarterback too. See if what we can do here. We'll slide Donahue up. Read option, and he fumbled it, and we get the ball. Oh, we're at the 1. That's horse. And then we have to punt it. I needed to hop in there. Really sustain a drive. That would have been awesome. We're going to throw this one out, and this one's going to be a touchdown. Woodside, they have 0 speed to catch him. Touchdown, Ball State. What a 2-minute drive. It wasn't a drive. It was a very quick hitter there by the offense. And we got another opportunity here. We're going to get down to, I didn't even see what the yard marker was, but we get into field goal range, and we have used our final timeout to get it to 23-16, as long as we're able to put this one through the uprights. This one is up, drifting right, but it is good. So the kicker doing his job, 3 for 3 in the first half. Offense needs to just kind of sustain something a little bit here. Just get a little sustainability here offensively. We throw this behind Woodside. He's going to have the speed to get a first down. That one was on me. We do have an interception for Chrisham, which obviously is not something that we're looking to have. And it might be time to try the true freshman. Did Chrisham really do anything wrong? Not really. I just don't really love the feel of him. Feels like a pretty long release. Doesn't really have escapability if needed. And we get this guy playing time. I know most of the time it doesn't really help, to be quite honest. If he plays or not, it's kind of where they are on the depth chart, which I wish there was a way they could change that, like how they program that, because like it should be playing time, but if he's playing and he's still angry, it doesn't make any sense. So Woodside, he's going to get the jet pass. He's going to come up short. That's his 8th catch for a 163, though. He did have that long touchdown, which is where he probably got the majority of his yardage. But, okay. Walter, you're right next to me, pal. And we can't keep our freshman quarterback upstanding. We have Walter in here. God, man, we need to find a way to keep Byard healthy. He was hurt a lot last year as well. It's just something that we can't afford to have consistently, especially because we have 4 total running backs on our roster. And Walter is going to take up and over the end zone. That's going to be a passing touchdown yet again. They're going to go for it on 4th down. I mean, it's just kind of one of those things where we're kind of putting it out of reach. Oh, if he was able to fit that in there, that would have been awesome. We're going to go for this. Mainly because we need more passing yards. Secondly, I want to get Nicholson a little bit more of a run. And they just keep leaving Woodside wide open. That time they hit him hard enough for him to drop it, though. So now we're kind of in a position where they got it tight again. So we're only up 10, 33-23. The clock has stopped. Wow, he feels not fast. He feels not fast. How with 91 speed do you feel that slow? Addison's getting pressed. We're going to send him deep. We do have Jugsma coming across, so Addison, go make a play. Well, they knocked it away. It's going to be a turnover on down. Defense needs to come up huge. And they do. So that is a big stop there by the defense, but Tulsa isn't going away. We are back in a position where we need to pick this up. Kind of like a fadeaway pass there, which obviously is not something I love to see out of our freshman quarterback, but it got the job done on that in that occasion. Can we hit Woodside quickly? Wasn't really quick, but we were able to hit him. He's going to make a guy miss and hurdle into the end zone. Touchdown, Ball State, and that one does it. That was the nail in the coffin, and the defense is going to have to work a little bit, but we were able to pull away 17-point win on the road to start the year. Not terrible. Let's look at the stats comparatively here, and they threw the ball 62 times. With a freshman pure running quarterback. Whew. All right. So, Chrisham had 32 attempts, completed 15 of the 32. Had 243, a touchdown, and a pick. Nicholson, 12 for 22, 127, 2 touchdowns, only 54% completion. So, not a high completion rate, which is not great to see. But at this point, the freshman played a little bit better. Byard, 21 for 113. He doesn't show that he's hurt. He did get in the end zone. He did fumble. Chrisham also fumbled. Let's see. Walter, 11 for 42. Nicholson, 5 for 12. So nobody blew it out of the water rushing either. 17 and 2 touchdowns for Woodside. The freshman seems fun. Drugsma, 5 catches for 43 for 48. With Addison, we were trying to hit him deep that one time. 3 for Walter, 3 for Acho as well. Acho and Addison need to be more prevalent, but when Woodside is catching 11 passes, it's kind of tough to do so. Tyrone Brown, our free safety, senior free safety, he had 9 tackles. Gaston with 8, 7 for Lamar and Matos. Tackles for loss, we had 4 with 3 sacks, 1 by Donahue, 1 by Manu, and 1 by Venable. 1 interception by Delgado as well. So great start to the year, 1-0. Not the prettiest, but that's going to be kind of the theme with the quarterback situation, the way that it is. Week 2, home opener. Here we go. The Rice Owls travel from Texas up to Indiana to take on the Cardinals. First drive here, offense on the field. 3rd and 3. Let's see what we got here. Oh, I almost threw it. Can we get it out there to our running back? We can. Byard has it. He's going to get inside the 15. We're going to do very similar things that we did last week with the quarterback situation. It's going to be kind of how we do it until we have to make the decision of whether we're going to redshirt or not. So Chrisham is going to find the way to the end zone. He feels so slow. I'm so used to Bryce Baker being able to just run away from everybody with his 90-some speed. Addison, please went off the line and just take everybody deep. He does. Can we throw it out there? We do. That's a touchdown. And our speed is going to be a problem today, it seems like, here early in the game. We are first quarter, 14-0. We are in the process of looking to get one more touchdown here. Byard, that was a very impressive broken tackle. I didn't even really try to break the tackle because it was kind of pointless in my eyes, but we're going to roll out here. We're going to drop it off the Woodside. The freshman had a lot of big catches last week, 2 big touchdown catches. He had 11 total catches, so he's definitely the favorite for these two quarterbacks as we find a way into the end zone with Byard there. One thing to kind of keep an eye on this year as we progress through the year is I mentioned in the last game that we have a bunch of really talented freshman receivers that we redshirted. A lot of their stuff is play style. And we have been kind of relying on the ground game a lot over the last couple years. So we might be seeing a little bit more of a forcing of the passing game as Acho makes the big catch down to the 1 and then gets the jet touch pass to get into the end zone. So even in like situations like this in which typically we wouldn't really we wouldn't really throw a whole lot, we might be seeing the pass just a little bit more than we typically would as Woodside drops that. I stand by. Christian feels very slow on his release, and I don't like it. I don't like it at all. And he's just getting absolutely tracked down in the backfield, which is just not ideal. It is 34-7 now as they score. But even like this, right, we're going to get Christian a pretty cheap first, you would assume, touchdown to Byard, and he's going to get in there. Touchdown. So those are cheap passing yards, passing touchdowns, receiving touchdowns for, I guess we need to throw to receivers more than anything, right? Because it kind of matters in this game now. But why was that so bad? All right, well, there's his mistake, and now he's going to come out. So that was such a horrendous throw. Just use Woodside's speed and just throw it away from that guy. So we get the freshman to come in. We're going to have Humes come. Okay, that is absolutely ridiculous. This guy gets it out fast. I'm not even mad because he got that out so fast that it turned into an interception. If that was our other guy, Christmas, it would have not made it that far. 3rd and 2. This will probably be the last possession that we do. Just want to kind of get these guys a little bit more, especially the quarterback, a little bit more run. Kind of get a little more comfortable with the team and just in general. And, so that's kind of why we're on the field here at 48-10. As we get down to the 1 with Marquise Walter, and we're just going to go right back to him. He's going to find the end zone, and that is going to be the game here against Rice. Final passing stats, Nicholson only got 10 attempts, 6 for 10, 46 yards. He did throw an interception. Crispin looked good, 3 TDs, 1 interception, 13-25. His completion percentage is brutal. Week 3, we travel to Virginia to take on the Cavaliers. They are also in the American, so we are looking to go 3-0 here in 3 weeks in the American Conference. Offense gets to hop in here first in the game here on the road at Virginia. We're going to hand it off. We're going to get inside the 5-yard line. That's his first carry of the day. Busted for 12 yards. Crispin is still the starter here. I just think in sim he does better outside of his completion percentage. His completion percentage is awful in sim, and he's averaging an interception a game, which is just something that I don't want to happen, right? So we just got to make sure we keep keep an eye on that. But mainly, man, we just need the yards. We need the yards. Why didn't he come back? I tried to get Acho to come back to the ball, but he just didn't. And just like that, he's down to 50% completion percentage already, 4 of 8. Kick is up, kick is good. So, we're continuing to play well. Just need to convert a little bit more on the offensive side of things. 1st and 10 here in the red zone in the second quarter. This looks like a wild play. Okay, yeah, let's just never run that again. That was awful. That was awful. The left tackle just let him go by. Fit that down the seam. That's a great throw. It's a great catch by Woodside as well. It's super easy to remember that Woodside is a freshman, right? So I gave him a hard time for dropping a ball last game, but he's a freshman. It's going to take a little time as we get into the end zone with Chrism. And it's 24-3. So we are really not getting any type of challenge from the home team here. We go. Thank you. I was going to say we're going over the top for the jugular here a little bit. And it might just... Man, what do I want to do with this quarterback situation? I can't. You know what? I'm going to believe in your guys' hand. This is going to be the last game. I was thinking about maybe playing one more, but this is going to be the last one. And I'm going to wait for comments to see what I should do. Wait for comments to see what I should do. I'm truly just, I'm sick. Here's my thing, right? I'm sick of getting 5 stars and highly touted 4 stars to come to Ball State and then just lose them in the transfer portal. Then we have to rely on a transfer to come in and you know, so it's just like we don't have this player for an extended period of time when that's really what I want. Oh, I hit the wrong button. That's going to be a pick. Thankfully it wasn't. I accidentally hit multiple buttons. I knew which one I wanted to go to, but... And 34-10, they're really not going to let us get into the game here, so... We're just going to keep, unless they make it close. I mean, a 20-point game, they went for it on 4th. We're going to continue to put points on the board. And that is going to do it. 47-17. We didn't get the freshman in. I didn't control anything in the second half. So 20-45, 44% completion. He threw another pick. We're just going to give the freshman next game, and then we are just going to decide. Because he could play in 4 games. Week 4, Game 4 of the episode. We are going to give that freshman the start. We're going to see what he can do the entire game. Yeah, this is probably going to be the decider between Chrism and him. So let's see what the freshman can do on the road in a pretty tough place to play. So it's going to give us the opportunity for him to show us what he really got. Defense steps onto the field first here. We don't really see a whole lot of defense needs help in this series at this point in time. Don't worry. It will start to come more and more as we... Alright. As we start to continue to climb up the ladder. I mean, that was just an absolute lob ball over the middle of the field. Well, we answer with a touchdown of our own by Byard. We get the ball back pretty quickly, and we are now back in a position where it is third down just outside of the red zone. What just happened? Why? I didn't have any time. 13-mile-an-hour winds. I'm gonna miss this kick. The wind in this game just never makes sense to me. I told you. It's unbelievable. Then they get 2 plays. A big pass play, a big run play, and they're down at the 1-yard line. So, and then we just get manhandled. We might be in trouble today. Iowa State might be too much for us. 14-7. And if Iowa State's too much for us, we are in trouble. I'm going to step up. He's going to fumble. All right. Well, this is not really off to a great start for our guy. So we are only in the second quarter, but that turnover did not do him any favors. Do not miss this throw. Thank you. Acho destroys his guy in press, runs right by him, and we are on the board for a touchdown. 14-14. We have a chance to take the lead here before half. So, why? I just don't understand. That's the 4th sack that they've had today. We're going to get it out to Walter. And he is going to get out of bounds. Make it 3rd and 9. Good Lord. 4th down. Running back got caught up. The guy that we're looking for on the crosser got caught up a little bit. 4th down. We're going to go for it. Pretty aggressive call for sure, but I felt pretty confident in picking that up against this defense. We hand it to Walter. He is going to get about 4 yards. And time is ticking, which is okay. We really are looking to use the entire clock here. We're going to hit Droogsma across the middle. He's going to break a couple tackles and then finish the play hurt. We have 0 depth at tight end. We cannot afford for him to be hurt, and for him to be hurt for an extended period of time. Acho comes back, and that is a really great throw, actually. It's a really great throw. Almost threw it too early, but it ended up working out just perfectly. So we hand it to Walter. He gets swallowed up in the backfield pretty quickly. There. Second and goal, 55 seconds left. Woodside drops it. Tough catch. But again, I mentioned last game, right? We get after him because we expect more. That's picked. Thank you for hitting me. We're just going to take the points. That would have been an interception for sure. For sure. I just don't get the kicking in this game, man. We have an 82 overall kicker, and we can't make kicks. 14-14. What are we doing? Sack. Love it. Great job by the defense coming up big on a third down. Can the offense get going a little bit? One big thing to remember, A, we're on the road, right? B, like this is a pretty tough team. And our offensive line is terrible. Last year we were really spoiled, right? We had multiple 90s across the board, and we only have one this year. We're going to miss it to the left again. This poor kicker's confidence is going to be in the absolute ground. I guess when it's not like directly to the right or left, it's like non-existent. I don't know. I have no idea. Another kick. Love it. From the hash. Love it. Kicks up. Kick is good that time. So, even though he's missed 3, he steps up, does his job. Love that. That is huge. Huge for the confidence of him, probably, right? And huge for the confidence of Chief and him. So, oh yeah, that was... Oof. On that play, we need one more route. 3 routes, like, going deep just doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. Kicks up. Kick is good. So, he's made 2 here in the second half. And it's 20-14. Obviously, we would want it to be more, right? But that's kind of where we're at. And that's the way we got to deal with it. So, see what the safety does, because we have Addison. Yep. The minute he shifted over, knew we were taking a deep shot. And we don't get into the end zone, apparently, which is fine. I would love to get in the end zone with Addison, right? But Walter is going to absolutely snipe that touchdown, and it's going to be 27-14. They're going to go for it on 4th down. We're going to hop. We got the 2 points, so it's 28. All right, look at us go. We're going to act like we're going to bring pressure, and then we got to just sprint back. But we're going to get stuck. It like magnetized me to a block, and then that just threw everything off right there. To the defense's credit, they get us right back into another 4th down situation. They're going to throw up a prayer. This time we make a play on the ball, and it's going to be an interception. So we are working right now. We got 3rd and 5. Can we get this off? Okay. Essentially just trying to clear out for Acho coming underneath. 392 yards for the freshman today against an Iowa State defense that really gave us fits. So we're going to go for an extremely long field goal, 58-yard field goal. We've been struggling with kicking today, but why not, right? The kick's up, and it looks to be really good. And it is. Drills it. What a job by this kicker. Misses his first 3 kicks. And he just drilled a 58-yarder. Like, what? 31-14 is going to be the final here at Iowa State. And their quarterback situation is brutal too, I guess. Well, I guess their starter got hurt, which makes sense. But the backup freshman threw 2 picks. Yeah, that doesn't look great for them. Doesn't look great for them at all. What does look great is our freshman. He went for 392. He had 63% completion percentage, which is a little low, I'm not going to lie, but definitely better than Chrism. I was hoping he'd get in the end zone more than just once, but I'm feeling pretty comfortable with him moving forward. I think Byard only had 73 yards on the ground. Walter had 53 yards on the ground. So Nicholson had -5, but he got sacked so many times. He did have that fumble, which was a bummer. Acho, 8 for 116 and a touchdown. Droogsma, 5 for 53. Woodside, 4 for 81. Addison, 4 for 88. Should have had a touchdown, but didn't. Humes, Kongbo, both had 1 reception with double digits as well. Garrison led the team with tackles. It's good to see him getting up here on the board. He also had 2 tackles for loss and 1 sack, so that's great to see. He's kind of like, I don't know, he's just kind of been non-existent. I felt like he would be more of a game changer, but he just hasn't been. Manu has been a much bigger game changer, and he's only a 77 overall, so it's been kind of disappointing. Vaughn had 10 tackles to tie Garrison with the lead. Manu with 9 and 4 tackles for loss. Otis had 8 tackles as well. Venable had 4 tackles for losses with Manu, and then a couple other ones from T. Otis and J. Otis. No, not brothers. One from Ohio, one from California. So unless it's a long lost brother situation. Bia gets an interception, Lamar gets an interception, and J. Otis gets an interception as well. So as we saw, we had 3 interceptions for the defense. So 31-14, that's a really good win on the road against a pretty solid Iowa State team. And that is going to be the episode. Still have a big decision to make. That game really tilted the scales to our freshman quarterback. He threw for almost 400. He didn't turn it over. Completion percentage was a little low for my liking, but we kind of got spoiled with Bryce Baker the last couple years because he was up in the upper 70s pretty much every game. So we'll have to try to maneuver that around and figure it out. So I greatly appreciate you taking the time to watch the video. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button, drop a like. As always, I hope you have a good day. I hope you had a great day. Spread the word. Peace.